हेलो वदना जी, आवाज आ रही है मेरी? आ रही क्लियर? हेलो, आ रही क्लियर?
हेलो सर, सुन रहे हैं?
हाँ हाँ तो
इसमें सुन रहे हैं सर? सुन रहे हैं सर? आवाज आ रही है? बहुत कम आवाज आ रही है। उसको थोड़ा बढ़ा सकते हैं? बताइए। हेलो, अब बढ़ा क्या? थोड़ा सा थोड़ा सा। अच्छा, उसको इसमें कनेक्ट ही कर सकते हैं या लैपटॉप से बाहर?
उसका कोड होगा तो उसमें नहीं कर सकते।
कर सकते हैं।
लेकिन उसी की आवाज पे करना पड़ेगा, इसको निकालना पड़ेगा।
हाँ
इसमें
हाँ।
होगा ब्लूटूथ से कर सकते हैं सर। इसको क्या ब्लूटूथ का ऑप्शन आता है? इसको वाला स्पीकर तो नहीं है कुछ। ये सब चलते होगा ब्लूटूथ से।
बोलिए।
हेलो, नहीं सुन रहे ना? आवाज नहीं आ रही। आवाज नहीं आ रही। आवाज आ रही है ना?
वहां से बंद होगा।
सर, ओनली 20 मिनट is there, 26 minutes.
परम का
And nobody's there. सर, हेलो हेलो
10:30 टाइम मुझे दिया गया है।
हेलो, नहीं आ रहा आवाज। हेलो हेलो। हाँ, थोड़ी सी बढ़ सकती है क्या? आवाज बढ़ी?
इसमें आ रही है।
हाँ, इतना ही रहेगा?
इसमें नहीं आ रही।
तो उसका बढ़ेगा ना आवाज? तो बढ़ाइए ना।
इसमें नहीं चाहिए।
हेलो हेलो हेलो।
इसमें आ रही है।
इसमें आ रही है?
इधर वाली आवाज नहीं आ रही।
तो कनेक्ट कर दो। तो कौन सी बहुत वैकेंसी है सर? लेकिन अभी मैं आपसे पूछे से आपसे वही किसका अच्छा मेडिकल मुझे टाइम दिया गया था, इनवाइट कीजिए, मैं आ जाऊंगा। ये क्या बने परफेक्ट सर, स्टार्ट कर देते हैं कैमरे का, स्टार्ट कर देते हैं
करिए।
सर इस कैमरे का
हाँ, देखिए।
थैंक यू।
प्रणाम।
Focusing on mathematical underpinnings, algorithms, when we are comparing the same context, how the US peoples are dealing. The US peoples are dealing with the same context in different way. How they are dealing this context? Flexible approach of learning the knowledge, right? So when we are comparing the other advanced countries like the United States and Europe, so the NEP to the 2020 emphasizing the several key areas and prioritizing the country's need, right? So, but there are some inclusions are available in our NEP 2020. What are the inclusions? Multidisciplinary education. Earlier there were no phenomenon and no practicing at our India regarding the multidisciplinary education. And followed by we having one more flavor, that is the flexibility and choice. Again, technology enabled learning, research and innovation. All right. So these are the some points I'm just getting for you. So overall, the NEP 2020 represents a significant step towards transforming education system in India and aligning with the global best practices. So this is the beauty of our NEP document. Earlier, we all people are undergoing with this NEP and try to making align ourselves with that. When we are moving a bit up ahead, so the point is that like some emerging common things are available in IT industry, academia, and R&D industry, right? So that all common things we'll see in the followed by the slides. Here I would like to just give it. So ultimately, what exactly does the academia? It's providing the foundation to learn the skills, and at the same time, you need to be skilling and upskilling to grow and shine. Whatever intent you have in your mind for your professional career development. Correct. So let me take to you the next slide. That is the IT industry. So all people, we are very much passionate about to get job and get less. Properly observe this figure. These are some latest Indian IT companies in India based on some revenues, right? Tata, TCS, Tata Consultancy Services, Infosys, HCL, and Wipro. There are too many other companies are available. And again, I'd like to just give focus on the demands IT services market. If you look at the global scenarios,
पाठक सर,
यस सर,
आवाज आ रही है?
जी सर जी।
वो क्लासरूम वाला दिख रही है, बच्चे क्लासरूम की ओर कैमरा कर दीजिए एक बार।
तो वो सर अभी वो भोसले सर ले रहे हैं तो वो डिस्कनेक्ट कर दीजिए।
क्लासरूम की ओर कैमरा का टर्न करिए ना आप।
जी जी कर रहा हूँ सर, कर रहा हूँ।
So the last aspect is the cyber security. Right? So cyber security includes the protections of computer systems, network from the cyber threats. Correct. So again, one more important is like this big data analytics.
जी सर।
So big
सभी लोग वीडियो भी ऑन कर लें ताकि आप लोग सबका चेहरा दिखे। ऋतुराज जी, रोहित हैं, राजकुमार राठौर, विशाल ताम्रकार, पूजा तिवारी, चिन्मय जी, सभी लोग वीडियो ऑन कर लेंगे। हमारे बीच क्लासरूम का व्यू ठीक आ रहा है पाठक सर? खेलन, मेरी आवाज आ रही होगी आपको, तो हाथ उठाइए तो पता चल जाएगा आवाज आ रही है कि नहीं। हाथ उठाइए, हाँ आ जाओ, ठीक है ठीक है। हमारे बीच आज क्लासरूम की भी है, तो शुरू करते हैं। रिस्पेक्टेड प्रोफेसर एचएस होता सर, आवाज आ रही है सर? होता सर, आवाज आ रही है?
Yes, sir. Good morning. Good afternoon.
हाँ, वेरी गुड आफ्टरनून, वेरी गुड नून सर, वेरी गुड नून। It is a matter of immense pleasure that by today we have us with Professor H.S. Hota sir, Professor and Head Department of Computer Science, Atal Bihari Vajpayee Vishwavidyalaya, Bilaspur, and in the high-level international workshop on precision agriculture and solar integrated technological automation for rural agriculture mechanism, sponsored by Ministry of Science and Technology, DST, Department of Science and Technology, ACRB. And in this workshop, we have graceful with a lot of professors. In this way, we have today with Professor H.S. Hota sir. सर, आपको यहाँ पे फिजिकली ही आना था, लेकिन हम लोग आपको समय समय पे फिजिकली या सुनते हैं, लेकिन आपको सुनते जरूर हैं, चाहे वो वर्चुअल माध्यम हो या वो जैसा भी हो। लेकिन सर, ये वर्चुअल रियलिटी के अकॉर्डिंग है, क्लासरूम में आप प्रत्यक्ष दिख रहे हैं सर, और आपका प्रोजेक्टर से पूरे जो छात्र हैं वो सुन रहे हैं, ऑनलाइन प्लेटफॉर्म से भी सभी लोग सुन रहे हैं सर। और मैं सर आपको वर्चुअली वहाँ पे पहुँचाऊंगा, लेकिन आपको सर सबसे पहले on behalf of Honorable Vice Chancellor, Registrar of the University and Dean of the Faculties and Head of Departments and entire faculty of the Computer Science Department and the different prestigious staff of our Ministry of Electronics and Government of India sponsored theme and projects, and all the participants from the different colleges of the Madhya Pradesh. First of all, I must welcome to our respected guest, Professor H.S. Hota sir. अतिथि देवो भव सर, आपको वर्चुअली इस साल उठाकर मैं यहाँ से आपका स्वागत करता हूँ सर।
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
आपके पास पहुँचाऊंगा सर, एक मोमेंटो भी है, उसको भी आपके पास में भौतिक रूप से पहुँचाऊंगा सर। इसको आप स्वीकार करें सर। हम लोग
ग्रहण कर लिया जी।
जी सर, जी सर। और इसी के साथ मैं कार्यक्रम को आगे बढ़ाते हुए रिस्पेक्टेड होता सर से रिक्वेस्ट करता हूं कि प्लीज डिलीवर योर लेक्चर बिफोर द गैदरिंग इन द आवर कंप्यूटर लैब एज वेल एज द participants who are present in the online platform. Respected H.S. Hota sir.
Thank you, Vikas sir, for giving me this opportunity to speak in front of this wonderful audience related to this the topic related to agriculture. I must congratulate to Dr. Vikas that he has given very unique name of this workshop, that is Sita Ram. Okay, and he has also given one more name, that is Kisan. So it's a very good thing, and I'm very much thankful to Dr. Vikas as well as the entire organizing committee of this wonderful international workshop. And actually, I wanted to come to American Tech, but unfortunately, it was not possible. And we are just I'm just going to deliver this talk through the virtual mode only. So my topic of the presentation will be machine learning for smart agriculture. Okay. So we are all familiar with the agriculture, the process of agriculture. My screen is visible?
The screen is visible, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Full is very visible, sir. Very clear, sir.
So the topic of my presentation will be machine learning for smart agriculture. Nowadays, we are talking about the automation of the agriculture. And this is possible with the help of different tools and techniques of computer science, in fact. So the agenda will be, we'll try to know what actually artificial intelligence and machine learning is. And the deep learning, you might be knowing about deep learning, which is advancement of machine learning. And then Internet of Things, that is emerging technology nowadays that can be used in agriculture. And then what are the different components of machine learning? We'll try to know that also. And then classification process, the classification techniques, what are the different classification techniques are there? The performance measures. We'll see some of the application of a smart agriculture. What kind of technology just you can deploy in the farm, and how you can improve the production, that we'll try to know. And what are the specific application of machine learning in agriculture. So what actually smart agriculture is? We are knowing the traditional way of agriculture. When you are using technology in the agriculture, that is somehow it is a smart agriculture. So the term smart agriculture refers to the uses of technologies like Internet of Things. You can use IoT, you can use sensors, you can have some robots, you can use artificial intelligence and machine learning in your farm, on your farm. The ultimate goal of agriculture is what? You need to improve the productivity. You need improve the quality of the crop. So when you are going to use latest tools and techniques, technology in the agriculture, that is known as actually smart agriculture. And somehow it is known as precise agriculture also. So there are different terminology, that there are different buzzwords related to smart agriculture, that also we'll try to know. A smart agriculture is a process of monitoring agriculture activities using wireless sensor network, or so you can say Internet of Things, IoT. So agriculture with following feature is called a smart agriculture. Say you are going to monitor the health of crop. You are going to monitor the condition of soil. You are going to know the nutrition in soil for crop growth. Field monitoring, automatic water supply, controlling greenhouse gases emission. These are all the different activities that you can perform with the help of different techniques which are available to you. There are different buzzwords that you might have heard some of the buzzword in the context of smart agriculture. So you might have heard about agriculture 4.0. Agriculture 4.0 is nothing that is the future of agriculture, when a new way of agriculture, new way of farming by using the technology. So that is what the future of agriculture, that is what agriculture 4.0. Smart farming is nothing that is a synonyms of smart agriculture, in fact. So where you can perform the different kind of activities, predicting the weather condition. You are going to predict the weather condition, analyzing the soil, recommending the crops of cultivation, determine the amount of fertilizer, what kind of fertilizer you need for a particular farm, what should be the ratio of NPK, that also you can decide, that also you can optimize, because the ratio of NPK in the different field may be different. Okay, so what we are doing, we are having a same ratio of NPK, okay, sodium, phosphorus, and potassium, and we are using the same fertilizer in all the fields. So on the basis of the condition of soil only, you have to take a decision that what should be the ratio of NP and K. Pesticide that need to be used, what kind of pesticide just you are going to use in a particular field, That also you can decide, that also you can recommend. Elements of precision farming, this is known actually smart farming. So when ultimately the thing is that when you are going to use the technology in the traditional farming, when you are going to add some technology in the traditional farming, it will become the smart agriculture or smart farming. The precision agriculture is also the same thing. So precision agriculture additionally referred to a precision farming, which is a farming control system that provide a comprehensive approach to deal with the spatial and temporal crop and soil variability to maximize profitability, optimize yield, improve quality of production. So by using the technology, when you are going to optimize some things, where you are going to improve the quality of production, that is actually the precision agriculture. So these are some terminology you should know. Smart irrigation is another terminology. Automatic pumping of water without any human intervention. You might have seen somewhere through the IoT nowadays, it is possible that if you have a particular farm where you can pump water without any human intervention. Once the system will take decision by sensing the data from the form, it will take the decision whether the water should be pumped or not. The digital farming is another buzzword, integration of digital technology into crop and other processes of agriculture. In the entire process of agriculture, when you are going to use the digital technology or the latest technology, that is what actually digital farming. So these are the some buzzwords related to the smart farming. So example of technology used in smart agriculture. So what are the technology that can be used in the smart agriculture? In fact, artificial intelligence, of course, that is very powerful tools and techniques that can be used. Internet of Things, IoT. So nowadays, when you'll combine artificial intelligence with Internet of Things, there is a new word that is known as AIoT. Artificial intelligence plus IoT is sometimes known as AIoT. Nowadays, there is a different word, a new terminology emerged that is known as agro IoT. That is known as agro IoT. Agro IoT means what? When you are going to deploy Internet of Things in the agriculture, that is known as agro IoT. So the combination of artificial intelligence and Internet of Thing is popularly nowadays it is known as AIoT. Okay, so there are different activities that can be performed with the help of AIoT. The precision irrigation, precise plant nutrition, climate management and control in greenhouse. This you can do. Sensors for the soil, water, light, moisture, for temperature management. So the different kind of sensors you can deploy in the field or farm, which will collect the data from the environment, from the farm, and the certain decisions can be taken. The location system also you can use GPS and satellite. Communication system is very important for the smart agriculture. So you can have some like data. You can access the data. You can access the data through the mobile, and you can instruct to a particular hardware through your mobile only. So the real-time data can be observed through your mobile. There will be an application in your mobile, and you can have some data from the form and you can take certain decision. So analytics and optimization platform. So there are some combination of hardware and software for the smart agriculture, which includes your machine learning based model, machine learning based decision making software, and IoT and other things. So there are some benefits of smart agriculture, why we should go for the smart agriculture. Okay, as from the childhood we have seen the traditional way of cultivation, traditional way of agriculture. Now why we are talking about the smart agriculture, why we are going to use the technology in agriculture. So the benefits, some of the benefits are real-time information of farm. You can get the real-time information if there is any problems, if there is what you can say, from in the form, if you have any kind of problem, you will get all those things in your mobile. So that the real-time information doesn't mean that you are going to a particular form to see the problems, what are the problems are there in your form. You need not to visit that particular form. So if you are in remote, the sensor will provide data to you, and then you can come to know what are the conditions of the soil in your farm and what are the other things which are not as per the requirement or as per the as per your opinion. So that can be observed from the remote place. So that is what very important use of technology in the agriculture, that you'll get the real-time information of your field or of your farm. The customized knowledge, your machine learning based techniques can analyze the data, and you'll get some kind of important knowledge for taking certain decision. And it will improve the productivity and stock management. Stock management can also be done with the help of this smart agriculture, and ultimately you'll get the better return. The profit will be more, and the very important thing is less manpower requirement on the field. If you are pumping water on your field without any human intervention, automatically your your system is taking the decision whether we should pump water in the field or not. Then the human intervention is not required. It means the main power that is required on your field will be less. So these are some benefit of smart agriculture, in fact. So the smart agriculture or smart farming are synonyms, in fact. So there are different technologies which are used in smart farming or smart agriculture. The sensing technology means the sensors which will collect the data from your farm. The software, different kind of software that will take certain decision or will analyze your data. The communication system, of course, there must be internet connectivity, so that you'll get the data from your field through the sensors. A different kind of software, data analytics solutions. So these are the technology which are actually associated with the smart farming. Okay. Now, how smart agriculture can be achieved? How we can talk about the smart agriculture? How we can talk about the smart farming? In fact, so the technology which are very popular nowadays for the smart agriculture are artificial intelligence and machine learning and IoT. These are the two important technologies which are basically need to be deployed on the field to take the advantage of a smart agriculture. And the combination of these two are popularly known as I said you, AIoT technology. Okay. So there are certain uh, if you'll allow, I'll show some video to you. Later on, I'll show the video. You can visit the YouTube for to know about the smart agriculture. In fact, these are the links given to you, and through this, just you can see what kind of a smart agriculture, how the technology can be deployed on the farm, and how you can take the advantage of the technology in context of a smart agriculture. Okay, so artificial intelligence, मैं थोड़ा सा बात करूंगा, then I'll come to the application part of AI and machine learning and IoT for the smart agriculture, in fact. So you might be knowing, because most of the students are from computer science background, you might be knowing what actually artificial intelligence is. So artificial intelligence is a discipline of computer science, as you all know, in which we study about development of intelligence system, which will work very similar to a human being. So in the smart agriculture, in smart agriculture, there is a need of artificial intelligence, because like suppose you just think about a kisan, think about a farmer, which takes different kind of decisions from time to time. Okay, see, if there is any problem in the farm, that the farmer can take immediate decisions. Okay, if the same kind of decisions will be taken by a system, AI system, it means what? The decision which will be taken by a farmer will be taken by an AI system. So there will be a less human intervention to take decision. So we are in the smart agriculture, we are going to deploy AI system which will take the decision very similar to a kisan, or very similar to a farmer. So that is why the artificial intelligence is being used nowadays in a smart agriculture. So this is nothing, this is a discipline of computer science, in fact, where we are going to develop a very intelligent kind of system which will take different kind of decisions, rapid decisions, very similar to a farmer. And the machine learning, as you know, that machine learning provides tools and techniques for us. There are certain algorithms provided in the machine learning, and these machine learning techniques make a particular system intelligent. Okay, and now there is a very popular tool of machine learning, that is artificial neural network. In the artificial neural network, it is mimic from the human brain. You might be knowing that there are very complex structure of biological neural network in your human body, which takes certain decisions. There is electrochemical signal flow from propagates from one neuron to another neuron, and then ultimately we take certain decisions. So that kind of artificial neural network, which is mimic from the human biological neural network, there is an artificial neural network we can develop. There is a fixed architecture of artificial neural network, and the capability or the behavior of artificial neural network is learning. It learns from the historical data, very similar to a human being. As we learn from historical data, we learn from the various resources, we gather informations from the various resources. Similarly, you can train your artificial neural network by feeding some historical data, and it will become intelligent to take certain decisions. Nowadays, we are talking about deep learning, which is a kind of machine learning, in fact, and there is it's a very popular architecture of artificial neural network, in fact, where we can process like image data and video data. When you are talking about agriculture, smart agriculture, you need to process image data. You need to process image data. You need to process some video data also. So this kind of data can be processed by deep learning in very easy manner as compared to the traditional artificial neural network. So deep learning, in fact, is very useful for the smart agriculture when you are going to talk about the data, image data, and as well as video data. And there are two very popular architecture of deep learning, that is CNN and LSTM. Okay, so most of the time we use convolutional neural network, which is it's a specific kind of architecture of deep learning. Okay. So there may be some confusion in between artificial intelligence, machine learning, artificial neural network, and deep learning. So just you can think that artificial neural network is a group where you have a subgroup of machine learning. And then if you go inside the machine learning, you'll find that there are different kind of networks, different kind of tools are there, techniques are there. And one of the technique is artificial neural network. And if you go inside the artificial neural network, the traditional artificial neural network has been improved with the multiple layers, with the capability of automatic feature extraction, and with the capability of processing very image as well as video data. So the deep learning nowadays is very, very powerful tools, powerful techniques, which is a kind of artificial neural network, which is a kind of machine learning, and through which you can develop an AI system. Okay. This is the official definition. I'm not going to explain this thing. But let me tell you how this machine learning is different from traditional programming. As a human being, we learn from our experience, we learn from our parents, we learn from environment, we learn from our friend, we learn from YouTube. So by learning, we can enhance our knowledge. This is the way how the human learns, and how the human improves his or her knowledge. But when we talk about traditional programming language, when traditional programming, in the traditional programming, what happens, we write a program, a simple program, and your computer follow the instructions one by one. But when you talk about machine learning, the machine learning means what? It learns from the data. So data is very important when you are talking about machine learning. Like suppose you are going to recommend a particular crop in a particular field. किसी पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में, किसी पर्टिकुलर फॉर्म में एक पर्टिकुलर क्रॉप को आप रिकमेंड करना चाहते हैं कि वहां राइस होगा या वीट होगा या और कुछ होगा, तो दैट दैट काइंड ऑफ prediction if you are going to do, it means you have to develop a machine learning model on the basis of the historical data that is which are available to you. Okay, so by feeding that historical data, you can learn that you can train your machine learning, and you have to check the performance of that machine learning model for recommending a particular crop in a particular field. Okay, so what will be the input? There may be input, the condition of soil, uh, and the sodium, ratio of sodium, potassium, and there may be some pH value also, the pH value of your soil. So there will be some input data. On the basis of that input data, I will show you how you can do that. On the basis of that input data, your machine learning based model will recommend you that what will be the crop for a particular field. So when you are talking about the machine learning, you must have some historical data. On the basis of that historical data, only you have to train your machine learning model. So human learns from the experience. In traditional programming language, there is a certain instructions which is being followed by your computer and will give the output. But in machine learning, it becomes intelligent. Your machine learning model becomes intelligent on the basis of some historical data. So you can differentiate traditional programming. In traditional programming, we write program and we feed the data and we get the output. But when you talk about machine learning, we give the data, means sometime, most of the time, we give some input data as well as output data. That is known as kind of supervised learning. In fact, जब आपके पास इनपुट डेटा भी होते हैं एंड आउटपुट डेटा भी होते हैं, दैट इज नोन एज सुपरवाइज्ड लर्निंग. And then it will generate a program, it will generate a particular program which will take certain decisions. So this is what the difference between the traditional programming and machine learning. So when you talk about machine learning, there are three different kind of algorithms: supervised algorithm, supervised learning, unsupervised learning, and reinforcement learning. And I'll tell you that what actually supervised learning is: when a teacher is present in front of you and teacher is instructing you to do a particular task and you are doing accordingly. So that is kind of supervised learning. When supervisor is present in front of you and he or she is instructing you to do that task in this a particular manner. So that is what supervised learning. अनसुपरवाइज लर्निंग में क्या होता है, आप सेल्फ लर्निंग आप करते हैं, आपको कोई टीचर्स आपके पास नहीं होता, एंड यू आर लर्निंग योरसेल्फ. ओके, सो these are the two very basic kind of machine learning algorithms, supervised as well as unsupervised learning. The data which are available to you, what kind of data which you are having. So the data that output data, what kind of output data you are having. Maybe suppose आपके पास discrete data होगा and continuous data होगा. On the basis of discrete data and continuous data, जो output input data as well as output data. So the output data का nature क्या है? Whether it is discrete in nature or continuous in nature. Like suppose अगर आप gender की बात करते हैं तो male and female, this is discrete data. And when you are talking about age of a particular student, maybe 13 years, 14 years, 40 years, 34 years, like that. So that is continuous data. So on the basis of nature of output data as discrete or continuous, you can have some machine learning problems. You can solve some machine learning problem. See, you have the two learning algorithms, supervised and unsupervised, and you have the two different kind of data, discrete. So when you are having supervised learning and the nature of your data, output data is discrete, that is what classification or categorization problem. But when you have unsupervised data, unsupervised learning, and you have the discrete data, that is what clustering. Clustering means this is unsupervised. You don't have target data, you don't have output data. And when you have the continuous data and you are going to apply supervised learning, that is known as regression problem. So just remember that you have two kind of problems there which we can solve. The prediction problem, I'm just coming to that because it will take more time. So there are three components. In fact, there are three components of machine learning. One is data. The data is very important. As I told you that data is a very important ingredient of your machine learning. Without data, you cannot think about machine learning problem. तो डेटा आपके पास होना चाहिए. जिस प्रकार के प्रॉब्लम्स को आप सॉल्व करने जा रहे हैं उस प्रकार के डेटा आपके पास होने चाहिए और उसी के हिसाब से आप मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल को ट्रेन करेंगे. तो क्या हो सकता है डेटा? सॉइल कंडीशन हो सकता है, लीफ का इमेज हो सकता है, कोई आपके जो प्लांट है उसका लीफ का इमेज, उसकी कंडीशंस आप देख सकते हैं. फ्रूट, मतलब अगर यू कैन काउंट द फ्रूट, आजकल जो फॉर्म है उस फॉर्म में ऑटोमेटिकली फ्रूट की काउंटिंग होती है, दैट इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल. वेदर कंडीशन, एनपीके, तो ये डेटा हो सकते हैं. फीचर जो होते हैं, फीचर मतलब आपके एक पर्टिकुलर डेटा के क्या क्या फीचर्स हो सकते हैं, एट्रीब्यूट्स हो सकते हैं. तो ह्यूमिडिटी हो सकता है, टेम्परेचर हो सकता है, रेनफॉल की कंडीशन हो सकता है, एनपीके का वैल्यू हो सकता है, पीएच वैल्यू हो सकता है. तो ये सारे फीचर्स होते हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ व्हिच यू कैन टेक सर्टेन डिसीजन, योर मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल कैन बी डेवलप्ड. And algorithms, method to train the model. So when you are talking about machine learning, remember these three things: the data, feature, and ingredients. These are the data, feature, and algorithm. Okay. एप्लीकेशन क्या आप यूज कर सकते हैं? तो दो प्रकार के एप्लीकेशन जो प्रेडिक्शन होते हैं, आप स्मार्ट एग्रीकल्चर में प्रेडिक्शन आप करते हैं. तो प्रेडिक्शन दो प्रकार के होते हैं. एक क्लासिफिकेशन होगा. क्लासिफिकेशन तब जब आपका आउटपुट डेटा डिस्क्रीट नेचर का हो, जैसे क्रॉप रिकमेंडेशन. आप किसी पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में क्रॉप को रिकमेंडेशन कर रहे हैं कि कौन सा क्रॉप, कौन सा फसल उस पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में, उस पर्टिकुलर फॉर्म में होगा. तो on the basis of different parameters, your machine learning model is going to recommend कि यहाँ पर कौन सा क्रॉप होगा. वीड आइडेंटिफिकेशन, जो खरपतवार होते हैं, वीड होते हैं, उसका आइडेंटिफिकेशन आप कर सकते हैं. पेस्टिसाइड रिकमेंडेशन, एक पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में कौन सा पेस्टिसाइड आप यूज करेंगे उसको आप रिकमेंड कर सकते हैं. तो ये कुछ स्मार्ट एग्रीकल्चर के एप्लीकेशन होंगे जो क्लासिफिकेशन से रिलेटेड होंगे. ठीक है. और अगर मैं उसको रिग्रेशन की बात करूं, रिग्रेशन का मतलब ये होता है कि आप कंटिन्यूअस डेटा को आप प्रेडिक्शन कर रहे हैं. तो यील्ड प्रेडिक्शन, कॉस्ट एस्टिमेशन, तो ये सारी चीजें, आपका कितना प्रोडक्शन होगा उसको एस्टिमेट करना, कितना आपकी कॉस्ट उसमें से आपको मिलेगी उसका प्रेडिक्शन करना. तो ये बेसिकली आपका रिग्रेशन प्रॉब्लम है. ठीक है. तो मैं जब आपके पास मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल आप डेवलप करेंगे, देन यू मस्ट हैव डेटा, और उस डेटा को दो पार्ट में आपको डिवाइड करना होता है, ट्रेनिंग एज वेल एज टेस्टिंग. ओके. Why we need to divide this data in training and testing? Because we have to train the model first on the basis of most of the amount of the data. Say, for example, you have taken 80% of data as training and 20% of data as testing. तो आप ट्रेनिंग करेंगे मशीन लर्निंग एल्गोरिथम को यूज करके उस डेटा से, और फिर आप जो 20% डेटा है उससे आप टेस्ट करेंगे. तो टेस्टिंग डेटा जो होता है, दैट इज मोस्ट ऑफ द टाइम इट इज अनसीन डेटा, that is unseen data for that machine learning model. And because that particular machine learning model has not experienced all those data in previously, so maybe you have to check what kind of what kind of capability that machine learning model is having, so that you can check on the basis of testing. Okay, so the classification process maybe like, see, you are giving one sample and your machine learning based classification algorithm or classifier is going to segregate a particular sample, that whether that on the basis of that particular data, you have to recommend rice for a particular form or wheat for a particular form. So this is how the classifier will take the decision. Just you can see how the sample is coming and the classifier is taking the decision that it should be rice or it should be wheat. Okay. So as I said you that prediction problem, the classification and numeric prediction, the classification that is predicts of the categorical class label, that is rice or wheat, and numeric prediction, that is what you can say, you are going to forecast, you are going to estimate the price or yield prediction. So that is what two different kind of predictions are there that you can achieve with the help of machine learning, classification and regression in fact. Okay, मैं इसको skip कर रहा हूँ. These are the algorithm which are available to you for machine learning. तो machine learning में अगर आप computer science से हैं, then you can go inside a particular algorithm, and if you are not related to the computer science, just you can use the algorithm as a black box for the smart agriculture. And the deep learning is, as I said you, it's a very powerful technique used nowadays for the smart agriculture. Deep learning actually uses multiple level or feature learning to learn rich hierarchical representation or feature automatically. So there are different number of layers are there in the deep learning, and each layer has performed certain action or certain task, and ultimately the outer layer is your classification layer, which classify your data. So the very important feature of deep learning is that it can process the image data as well as the video data with automatic feature extraction technique. Okay. See, this is you can differentiate machine learning and deep learning. The traditional machine learning that is with the help of artificial neural network. So if you are giving any input data, the features are being extracted, and then classification is being done, and your artificial neural network is taking decision that yes, this object is a car or it's not a car. So this kind of decision is being taken by the traditional machine learning model on the basis of the classification. But what happened in the deep learning, as you can see that this feature extraction is automatically done. This feature extraction is automatically done by just a minute. I'm using this. This feature extraction is automatically done by the layers of deep learning. Okay, so as you can see, this feature extraction step is not there in deep learning. Okay, so this is automatically done by the deep learning architecture. This is the one of the biggest advantage of deep learning. Okay, there are different different architectures are there of deep learning, convolutional neural network, recurrent neural network. There are different variants of CNN are also there. VGG 19, VGG 16. There are different architecture which are available to you. So the success mantra of deep learning, you can see here. I'm not going to explain all those things. Deep learning application that can be used in the smart agriculture. The image classification, image can be classified in better way using the deep learning. Object detection is another application. Image caption and labeling, annotation, videos activity detection, silent object, medical image processing, agriculture related image processing. These are all the different applications of deep learning. This also I am skipping. Internet of Things is also AI ML is one technology which are very popular in smart agriculture, and that cannot be possible. You cannot deploy AI and ML without Internet of Things when you are talking about the smart agriculture. तो IoT भी एक टेक्नोलॉजी है. यू माइट बी नोइंग अबाउट IoT, जिसमें हम बहुत सारे डिवाइसेस को कनेक्ट करते हैं. यू कैन कनेक्ट योर plant, you can connect your farm, you can connect the different parts of your farm with the help of IoT. Okay, so when you are going to connect the different objects, this is what when you are going to connect the different objects, that is what a complex kind of internetwork will be there, and that network is known as Internet of Things. So when you are going to connect any things, not only the computer or laptop or your mobile device, you can connect anything. So that is what actually Internet of Things. So this is very powerful technology which can be deployed in the field when you are talking about the smart agriculture. Okay, so what may be the things may be anything. It may be any object, it may be human body, it may be a cow, it may be a plant. Okay, it may be a building, it may be a vehicle, it may be any machine, it may be soil. Okay, you can put sensor on your soil, and that can be connected with your machine learning based model, and can take certain decision. Okay, so this is how Internet of Things can be accomplished. So what are the benefit? Monitoring the health condition of your plant, health condition of your field. So that can be done with the help of IoT. Centralized management can be done. The control can be done. Okay. See, this is an example of IoT. So this is what IoT is. In fact, I'm having another video also. Just see this video, and you can feel the power of IoT. In fact, the mom and dad are coming to house. There is a sensor everywhere. There is sensor. So there is a sensor in your air condition also. That sensor in your fridge also. The giving information what are the things which are available inside your fridge. So all the things will be done automatically. The sensor is itself sensing whether the room has been occupied by a person or not. If it is occupied, it will give information. The lights can be monitored and managed automatically. Refrigerator inventory status you can get automatically. Eggs are out of stock. The mom is getting information that and controlling the volume of the stereo, that sound of increasing the sound of sound box. All the status of the vehicle you'll come to know with the help of sensors which are inbuilt in your car. The door is open automatically. The child will get notification in his mobile that the refrigerator door is open. So this all you can is possible with the help of Internet of Things. This is a good example of Internet of Things, and this is known as smart house. In fact, this is known as smart house. Likewise, we are talking about the smart agriculture. Okay, तो मैं इसको skip करता हूँ, because when you are going to check the performance of your model, machine learning model, there must be some parameter popularly known as matrices. कैसे कहेंगे कि आपने जो machine learning model develop किया है on the basis of the historical data related to a particular agriculture is performing well. So that is possible with the help of certain matrices, performance evaluation matrices. One of them is accuracy, and others are also there. Sensitivity, specificity, and other things are there. So these are the performance measures related to the classification. But when you are going to predict something, like suppose you are going to predict the cost of your product, that can be done with the help of some other matrices. These are the matrices that can be used for the classification: sensitivity, recall, specificity, precision, app measure, and ROC curve. Okay, so these are all the mathematical formulas are there. So you can have this mathematical formula. But when you are talking about the estimation, regression, then there are some performance measures which are RMSE, MSE, MAP, and MPE. Now let us come to the last part of my lecture, that what are the application of machine learning for smart agriculture or smart farming. So these are the application of machine learning and deep learning for a smart agriculture. आप जब machine learning and deep learning को smart agriculture से integrate करते हैं तो क्या क्या आप कर सकते हैं. इसमें से मैं एक पर्टिकुलर प्रॉब्लम्स जो है, एप्लीकेशन जो है, वो उसको मैं आपको दिखाने की कोशिश करता हूं. डिसीज डिटेक्शन. आपके प्लांट में क्या डिसीज है, क्या प्रॉब्लम है, क्या बीमारी है, प्लांट में जो बीमारियां होती है उसको डिटेक्ट करना है अगर आप, तो यू कैन यूज मशीन लर्निंग एंड डीप लर्निंग. यील्ड प्रेडिक्शन. आपका जो प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है वो कितना होगा, उसको अगर आप प्रेडिक्ट करना चाहते हैं तो आप you can use machine learning and deep learning. Crop management. Crop को मैनेज करना है. वाटर मैनेजमेंट. वाटर मैनेज करना है, कब आप वाटर पंपिंग करना है, अगर कब आपको वाटर पंपिंग नहीं करना है, दैट काइंड ऑफ थिंग यू कैन डू. सॉइल मैनेजमेंट. वीट डिटेक्शन. जो खरपतवार होते हैं आपके प्लांट में, उसको अगर आपको डिटेक्ट करना है, दैट ऑल्सो यू कैन डू विद द हेल्प ऑफ डीप लर्निंग एंड मशीन लर्निंग. फ्रूट काउंटिंग. आपके जो प्रोडक्ट फॉर्म में प्रोड्यूस होते हैं उसको अगर ऑटोमेटिक काउंटिंग अगर आपको करनी है, that is also possible with the help of deep learning. So these are all all are application of smart agriculture by using machine learning and deep learning. कुछ और एप्लीकेशन आप देख लीजिए. अदर एप्लीकेशन ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग इन स्मार्ट एग्रीकल्चर. मशीन लर्निंग फॉर क्रॉप यील्ड प्रेडिक्शन. ये बहुत ही कॉमन एप्लीकेशन है आपका मशीन लर्निंग का. And then deep learning model for automatic identification of plant parasitic nematodes, smart irrigation in agriculture, machine learning for plant disease prediction, जो मैंने पहले बात किया, disease classification from plant leaf, प्लांट का जो लीफ होता है, जो पत्ते होते हैं, उससे आप डिसीज को कैसे क्लासिफाई कर सकते हैं, दैट इज ऑल्सो. तो whenever you are talking about the classification or regression process, all those things you can do with the help of machine learning and deep learning. Crop identification and classification, आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ वीड्स, मैंने बताया खरपतवार का, आइडेंटिफिकेशन ऑफ वाटर स्ट्रेस, weather forecasting, these are all the application of machine learning and deep learning in agriculture. अब मैं आपको एक एप्लीकेशन बता रहा हूं, मशीन लर्निंग फॉर क्रॉप यील्ड प्रेडिक्शन. तो देयर आर डिफरेंट मशीन लर्निंग एल्गोरिथम हैव बीन अप्लाइड टू सपोर्ट क्रॉप यील्ड प्रेडिक्शन. अकॉर्डिंग टू द एनालिसिस, द मोस्ट यूज्ड फीचर्स, जो क्रॉप यील्ड प्रेडिक्शन आप करते हैं, कितना प्रोडक्शन होगा उसको अगर आप प्रेडिक्ट करना चाहते हैं, तो कुछ इनपुट डेटा आपके पास चाहिए होगा. तो टेम्परेचर is very important, rainfall and soil type, and the most applied algorithm. These are the input. On the basis of this, you can predict the yield. And the most applied algorithm is artificial neural network. This is a research paper written by a particular author. Propose a prediction system based on machine learning to predict the yield of 6 crops, namely rice, maize, cassava, seed, cotton, yarn, and bananas at the country level in the area of West African country throughout the year. तो ये कुछ जो प्रोडक्शन है, कुछ क्रॉप हैं, उसको प्रेडिक्शन करने के लिए ये रिसर्च आपकी की गई है. तो दो एल्गोरिथम which are used, machine learning algorithm which are used for this are the supervised learning, in fact, because we have the data with input as well as output. So the data source, this study was based on agriculture data, annual rainfall data, climate data, weather data, and chemical data from 1990 to 2020. Agriculture data is real data from the Food and Agriculture Organization of the United Nations, while the rainfall data combines. कोई है क्या सर? नहीं, वो प्यून है क्या? बुला दीजिए, नहीं ये थोड़ा सा आप करें. In forest for 27 stations, including 7 stations in Senegal, 7 stations in Burkina Faso, and 13 stations in Mauritania. तो मैं ये डेटा सोर्स कहीं से लिया गया है, और these are all data available in the Kaggle website. अभी मैं आपको दिखाता हूँ. तो this is the weather data, okay, and this is the climate data source, और ये पेस्टिसाइड डेटा है आपके पास, येल डेटा सोर्स. तो ये डिफरेंट डेटा सोर्स को लिया गया है, और फिर यहाँ पर एक मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल आपके डेवलप किए गए हैं. जस्ट यू कैन सी हियर, मशीन लर्निंग मॉडल इज डेवलप्ड, ओके, एंड सी. And this is once the machine learning model has been developed, the prediction system is intelligent enough for the yield prediction. Okay, so just you can feed new data, and this machine learning model will do the prediction. Okay. The another application is machine learning for automatic identification of plant parasitic nematodes. So this is another application. So कुछ माइक्रोस्कोपिक डेटा यहाँ पर लिए हैं, इसको साफ करना. कुछ माइक्रोस्कोपिक डेटा यहाँ पर लिए हैं, और इस माइक्रोस्कोपिक डेटा में माइक्रोस्कोपिक डेटा मीन्स आपके जो प्लांट में कुछ ऐसे डिसीज होते हैं जो आप अपनी आंखों से नहीं देख सकते, माइक्रोस्कोप से देख सकते हैं. दैट डेटा इज टेकन ओवर हियर, एंड ये बेसिकली इमेज डेटा है जिसकी जो पिक्सल साइज है वो 224 into 224 है. सो एज आई सेड यू दैट दिस इमेज डेटा कैन बी processed by your deep learning architecture. Okay, तो ये डीप लर्निंग आर्किटेक्चर का पूरा स्ट्रक्चर है आपका. ये इमेज डेटा है, इमेज प्री प्रोसेसिंग है, ये कुछ इमेज की प्री प्रोसेसिंग हो रही, देन क्लासिफिकेशन हो रहा है, देन बहुत सारे आपके डीप लर्निंग के आर्किटेक्चर यहाँ पर यूज किए गए हैं। आप देख पा रहे हैं रेस्टनेट है, आपका एलिशियन नेट है। तो these are the different architecture of deep learning, and this architecture is used to process this macroscopic data to take certain decision to identify कि किसी particular plant में disease है या नहीं है। The drone technology is also very important nowadays. The drone technology is very important just to monitor your plant, to monitor your farm. Okay, so drone can take the images from your plant, and it will that drone will send that image. Drone will send that image to your data center, and in the data center, your machine learning model will take certain decision. Okay, so these are the results in graphical form. And the smart irrigation in agriculture, that is very common application of IoT and machine learning, where just you can have the sensors on your plant, and it will sense the soil care plant and will send the data to the data center, and your machine learning model will take certain decision whether water should be pumped or not. So that is smart irrigation in agriculture. Just you can see the diagram of this. Okay, so there is a machine learning algorithms are there, monitoring system is there, and it will instruct the pumping system to pump the water on the plant or not. So this is a flow diagram how the smart irrigation can be done in fact. Okay, I'm just showing you one more thing, that from where just you can download the data. Let me tell you the research paper which is used by the researcher. This just you go to the Kaggle website. Okay, in the Kaggle website, this is the Kaggle website. You can have the data related to the plant. This is the crop recommendation data set. This is the crop recommendation data set. Means there are see, this is the data field, and ratio of nitrogen content in soil, P ratio of phosphorus content in soil, K ratio of potassium content in soil, then temperature, humidity, pH value, and the rainfall. Okay, how many features are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 features are there. On the basis of these 7 features, the crop can be recommended कि किस पर्टिकुलर फील्ड में कौन सा क्रॉप हो पाएगा, उसको आप जान सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं। तो ये पूरा डेटा का पूरा स्टैटिस्टिक्स है, और उसमें क्या क्या चीजें हैं, क्या क्या इनपुट डेटा है, क्या क्या आउटपुट डेटा है, वो आप देख सकते हैं। एंड इफ यू वांट टू डाउनलोड दिस डेटा, दैट इज वेरी सिंपल, जस्ट गो टू दिस पर्टिकुलर लिंक एंड यू कैन डाउनलोड द डेटा। ओके, मैंने ये डेटा डाउनलोड किया हुआ है। मैं लेट मी शो यू दिस डेटा टू यू। And the very important thing is that you'll find millions of data in Kaggle website just for the development of your machine learning model for smart agriculture. In fact, so the data which I am showing to you is in fact this is numeric data. Okay, so you can deal this data with the help of traditional machine learning algorithm. You need not to use deep learning in fact. So just it is available in Excel format, just you can open it. तो ये जो आप देख पा रहे हैं, this is the ratio of N, nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium, the temperature, the humidity, pH value, rainfall, and this is the label. अगर आप देख पा रहे होंगे तो this is the label data, this is the output data. In fact, this one is the output data. तो आप क्रॉप रिकमेंडेशन जो कर रहे हैं, तो इसमें ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ऑल दोस थिंग यू कैन रिकमेंड क्रॉप। तो राइस है, मेजा है, वीट है, ये डिफरेंट काइंड के क्रॉप आप रिकमेंड कर सकते हैं ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ दिस इनपुट डेटा। So how many input features are there? I think NPK, and temperature 4, humidity 5, pH value of the soil is 6th one, and rainfall is the 7th one. तो इन सारी चीजों के आधार पे आप रिकमेंड कर सकते हैं कि आपके पर्टिकुलर फॉर्म में कौन सा जो क्रॉप होगा वो ज्यादा सुटेबल होगा. दिस इज द वेरी सिंपल एग्जांपल ऑफ मशीन लर्निंग in agriculture for recommending crop. Okay, likewise you can have the different kind of data available here in the Kaggle website, and this is very wonderful research paper which I found published in elsewhere related to this smart agriculture, in fact. And I'm just showing one diagram to you. This is the diagram, okay, and if it is visible to you, let me show this diagram. This is the diagram. The author has developed the machine learning model for this, and the author has developed one web application also, one Android application also, so that a farmer can monitor a particular farm. So what he has done, the crop recommendation, that what kind of crop can be recommended for a particular plant, just I have shown you. The same data this author has used. Weed identification, pest weed identification, मैंने खरपतवार कहीं पर है तो उसको identify करना. That is kind of image processing. कुछ जो खरपतवार होंगे, weeds जो होंगे, वो image पे होगा और उसको identify करना with the help of deep learning. Pesticide recommendation, कि आप किस तरीके से किसी पर्टिकुलर प्लांट में क्या पेस्टिसाइड जो है वो रिकमेंड करेंगे, बिकॉज द डिफरेंट प्लांट मे नीड डिफरेंट काइंड ऑफ पेस्टिसाइड. कॉस्ट एस्टिमेशन, आपका जो प्रोडक्शन हो रहा है उस प्रोडक्शन का बेसिकली क्या कॉस्ट हो सकता है मार्केट में. That is actually done by this particular author. And at last, let me show you the this is the architecture which the author has used. He has used the machine learning classification algorithm, and he has collected the data from the Kaggle website. This is for the crop recommendation. This is the source of the data. This is the source of the data. Okay, and the source of data is Kaggle itself. Number of samples. This is the data link of Kaggle, and total number of samples are 2200. Another data is also there, that is related to crop soil, and 43 samples are there here, 35 samples are there. Number of features, attributes are 8. जो अभी मैंने आपको डेटा दिखाया उसमें 7+1 7 इनपुट फीचर है, एक आउटपुट फीचर है. जो टाइप ऑफ क्रॉप है यहाँ पर 2 है, और पर्पस ऑफ दिस डेटा इज फॉर द क्लासिफिकेशन. एंड लेबल 22 है, मतलब 22 क्रॉप्स उसमें थे. ये आप जो ये एक्सेल फाइल आपने जो देखा इसमें 22 क्रॉप्स हैं, मतलब ऑन द बाय यूजिंग दिस डेटा यू कैन रिकमेंड 22 क्रॉप्स. ओके, and then let me show you this let me show you the application which has been developed by the author, the mobile application. In this research paper he has developed, he has shown ये आपके वीड्स हैं, खरपतवार जो आपको है उसके कुछ इमेज हैं जिसको उसने यूज किया है, जो आपके प्रोडक्शन को कम करने की कोशिश करते हैं. और एट लास्ट लेट मी शो यू द एप्लीकेशन which was developed by the author. This is the application, very simple application. This is a mobile application developed for the smart agriculture. You can put your user ID and password. You can log in, and then this is the dashboard of farmer. Okay, this is the dashboard of the farmer. Okay, and these are the 4 applications available here. Machine learning based model are working behind this particular software. in the background, machine learning model developed by the author on the basis of some historical data downloaded from Kaggle website is working. And crop management, this is what crop prediction and weed identification, and then cost estimation, pesticide recommendation. These are the 4 applications. आप जिसको भी click करेंगे उसके accordingly आप input data आप provide करिए, and then by providing the input data you will get the output कि suppose आपने crop recommendation का ये crop predictor है, तो क्रॉप प्रेडिक्टर में आपको क्या मिलेगा कि कुछ डेटा इनपुट करने पड़ेंगे आपके पर्टिकुलर सॉइल का एन वैल्यू, पी वैल्यू, के वैल्यू, रेनफॉल एंड और क्या था उसमें पीएच वैल्यू, ये सारे इनपुट करेंगे एंड देन यू विल गेट द रिकमेंडेशन कि भाई उस पर्टिकुलर प्लांट में कौन सा पर्टिकुलर क्रॉप को आपको करना चाहिए. So this is all you can do with the help of machine learning based model. So this is a very wonderful research paper which I found through the Science Direct website. Okay, so just you are doing, if you wanted to do some kind of research work related to the this what you can say smart agriculture, then you have different dimensions of smart agriculture. You can start working with some small project of smart agriculture using your machine learning. Just you can develop your machine learning based model, and then you can use some advanced kind of application of a smart agriculture. Let me tell you, just we are going to establish one very sophisticated lab for the smart agriculture in our university. And in the month of April, we'll be able to establish all those equipments, which will be, there will be a very high speed computer server will be there, and some IoT devices will be there, and sensors will be there, which will sense the data from the field, and the machine learning algorithm can be developed and it will take certain decisions. And I think by using the technology, the agriculture can be shifted into smart agriculture, and the overall production of the nation can be improved, productivity can be improved, and just you can you can say that GDP of the nation can be increased. Thank you all about this is all from my side. If you have any kind of question, just you can ask. And
anyone have any question or anything? Anyone have any question? हाँ बोलिए, हाथ मत. हाँ पाठक सर सभी को अनम्यूट कर दीजिए एक बार.
Sir, very good morning, sir. Sir, my research is in this field, and I'm also doing the same as you shown the data, sir. और मेरा एमटेक में भी सर रिसर्च यही है, ऑप्टिमाइजेशन ऑफ आरओसी. सर अगर ये रिसर्च पेपर अगर मुझे मिल जाता सर तो बहुत अच्छा होता सर, तो मैं इससे कुछ नहीं पाता सर.
Okay, हाँ, I will send it to you, no issue. Otherwise you can I'm having like more than 100 research paper of Science Direct related to smart agriculture.
सर अगर मैं वो टॉपिक
अच्छा सर एक बार सिर्फ सबको म्यूट कर दीजिए और एक जो बोलना चाहते हैं उसी को ऑन करिए.
सबको म्यूट कर दीजिए. सर वो रिसर्च पेपर मिल जाता तो आसान, तो मेरे लिए बहुत सहायता हो जाती सर.
मैं विकास सर को रिसर्च पेपर भेज दूंगा. आप इस पेपर को एक बेस पेपर मान के आप अपना रिसर्च आगे कर सकते हैं. And this is very recent paper. This is published in 2022 in fact. And मैं आपसे बात सजेस्ट करूंगा कि आप डीप लर्निंग यूज करिए और इमेज डेटा को बेसिकली आप प्रोसेस करने की बात करिए. और उसका कोई एक एप्लीकेशन आपके पास डेवलप होना चाहिए। जैसे सीताराम का एक एप्लीकेशन ही आपका डेवलप हो जाए, किसान का एक एप्लीकेशन ही डेवलप हो जाए, जो मल्टीपल एग्रीकल्चर से रिलेटेड मल्टीपल प्रॉब्लम्स के लिए हो। अगर अगर आप अभी देखे होंगे तो ये जो एप्लीकेशन बना था वो चार प्रॉब्लम्स के लिए बना था। एक तो क्रॉप रिकमेंडेशन के लिए, वीड्स आइडेंटिफिकेशन के लिए, कॉस्ट एस्टिमेशन के लिए, पेस्टिसाइड रिकमेंडेशन, चार डिफरेंट इसमें प्रॉब्लम्स को सॉल्व करने की कोशिश की थी। आप 10 कर लीजिए, धीरे धीरे आप इम्प्रूव करिए, बट
जी
इसमें
सर।
बहुत सारे स्कोप है। और मैं आपको एक और जानकारी दे दूंगा,
जी सर।
सर्ब ने अभी स्पेशली एग्रीकल्चर से रिलेटेड एक रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट उसने मंगाया है, और डीएसटी का भी एक अभी आया हुआ था, जिसमें कि एग्रीकल्चर स्पेसिफिकली स्मार्ट एग्रीकल्चर से रिलेटेड ही रिसर्च प्रोजेक्ट उसने मंगाया है।
जी सर। जी सर।
तो बहुत बहुत स्कोप
ज्वाइंटली
है
करेंगे
इसमें।
सर, उसको
स्मार्ट
ज्वाइंटली कर
एग्रीकल्चर में कंप्यूटर साइंस वालों को काम करने के बहुत स्कोप है, बहुत स्कोप है।
अपन उसको ज्वाइंटली करेंगे सर, आपसे रिक्वेस्ट
बिल्कुल
करेंगे
बिल्कुल
कि आप
बिल्कुल
उसको,
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
एमओयू भी हो चुका है
मैंने
सर आपके विश्वविद्यालय
हाँ
से।
हाँ, मैंने काम इसमें स्टार्ट कराया है अभी, और इसमें बहुत सारे डायमेंशन है जिसको अपन कवर कर सकते हैं।
जी
जी,
जी जी जी,
जी सर, थैंक यू सर।
एक्सीलेंट था
I'll
सर।
send that research. I'll send that research paper to Dr. Vikas.
जी जी, थैंक यू
जी
सर।
sir. So, on behalf of entire fraternity of the Department of Computer Science and Indira Gandhi National Tribal University, first of all, my sincere thanks to the almighty speaker, Professor H.S. Hota sir, in the field of computer science for making today event a grand success. I would like to express sincere gratitude to our keynote speaker and guest of honor for the today's program, Professor H.S. Hota sir, for taking time out of his busy schedule for this event. Time by time, he has charges of the in charge vice chancellor of that university for some times. So it is grateful for us. We had the chance to hear our keynote speaker by today, and this will inspire us as we plan for upcoming projects and some projects submitted towards CRB and DST also with joint efforts. Your thoughts about smart farming, IoT, weed management, seed management, insect management, disease management, and the artificial intelligence as well as machine learning and artificial neural network and deep learning kind of things have provide all participants of the event with great guidelines to move forward in our agro life, a smart agro life, a smart farming life, not only for the university and for the nation as well as globe also. Your idea have opened our eyes, and especially for the scholars who have joined in this event, to the new possibility and led us down the different routes to think about the research. I must express my sincere gratitude, sir, for Hota sir,
Thank you, sir.
and for
Thank you.
thoughts
Thank
and
you to.
intelligent presentation of AI, ML,
Thank you.
ANL, and DL, deep learning based smart farming, sir. I also want to thank entire crew team of the department as well as university for their outstanding collaboration in helping to organize this grand occasion. We have had the good fortune having the team of proactive, committed, and time-saving staff who has Pathak sir also discussed with respected Hota sir by today morning. These are their efforts only which have made this event a grand success. I don't have the perfect word to express my gratitude for the Hota sir, but
Thank you, sir.
uh, but
Due to time constant, I could not cover many things, but in near future we'll get the opportunity to interact with you, with all you people physically. at the time will explain more things about smart agriculture and smart farming. Thank you for giving me
Thank
a
you.
very
Thank you.
wonderful opportunity to speak in front of all you people. Thank you very much, sir.
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू वेरी मच सर। जो बच्चे हॉल में बैठे हैं, बहुत काफी बड़ा प्रोजेक्टर लगी हुई है, आज आपको
जी।
रियल वे में ही देख रहे थे सर वो, बहुत अच्छा लगा। ऑफलाइन
you.
ऑनलाइन दोनों हुआ सर, ऐसा हम लोग मान के चल रहे हैं। और मैं सर
ठीक
आपका
है
एक
सर।
प्रशस्ति पत्र, आपका जो भी सम्मान का
बिल्कुल।
सब आपको पहुंचाऊंगा
बिल्कुल।
सर। बहुत बहुत थैंक यू वेरी मच
Thank
सर,
you, sir.
थैंक यू वेरी मच, थैंक यू।
Thank you, sir. Thank you. Thank you to all of you.
पाठक सर,
यस सर।
आगे का क्या है योजना? अपना 12 एक और स्पीकर है ना अभी?
हाँ, 2 से 3, 3 से 4।
2 से 3, 3 से 4, तो 2 बजे जुड़ जाए, है ना?
जी जी
जी सर, तो अभी लेफ्ट कर सकते हैं मीटिंग से?
जी जी सर।
हाँ, मैं सीधे डिपार्टमेंट
आप लोग अभी लेफ्ट कर सकते हैं। 2 के पहले आपको ज्वाइन करना पड़ेगा, और 4 बजे तक लेक्चर चलेगा। 2 सेशन है। तब तक के लिए सभी को नमस्कार।